Each day as this generation grows older, it will only continue to be shaped by the uncertainties of AI and the unknown ahead. Each day students are faced with different challenges, learning and grasping the unknown. So today we are going to sit down with two fellow students here at IUP and see how AI has shaped and impacted them throughout their time at college and where it's going to take them into the future of the workforce ahead. All right, who am I here with?
Wesley Thomas Frenzel.
Wesley Thomas Frenzel, what are your thoughts on AI?
I think it can be useful, but I also think people use it for the wrong reasons.
In your day-to-day aspect of life, can you use AI, and do you think you should?
I don't think you should. I feel like you should be honest with your own, you should do your own work, because AI takes away a lot of the learning aspects. It gives you the answer, and that's a problem. I feel like you should have to do your own work. So personally, I think using it just to get the answer is a bad thing. I have used it in the past to help me get a draft started, or give me ideas for questions for an essay. So when the professor, it's especially with finding a theme about a book, it can really help with that kind of stuff, and it can help you sort of form an outline, but I wouldn't use it past that. It can be used for automation very well, especially in maybe manufacturing or something like that, but I think the negatives outweigh the positives in most regards.
All right, who am I here with?
Ethan Hunter.
Ethan Hunter. All right, if you have one word to describe AI, what would it be?
Concerning.
Concerning? In what aspect?
I think that the use of AI is very concerning, especially the way we're going about it from an ecological standpoint. Also with the use of being a crutch. I think it should be used appropriately as a tool, not necessarily something to replace the actual hands-on elements of various projects and stuff like that.
When future generations look back at this moment, will they see this as a dawn of something extraordinary or the quiet beginning of our disappearance?
You can look back in history, if any new technology, cars, obviously replaced, horses, the need for carriages. People have always been out of jobs and replaced by new technology, but that doesn't necessarily mean the new technology was bad. Mm-hmm. But it really all comes down to what direction we want to take it and how we want to control where it's going.
As these students sit on the edge of the shifting world, the questions still remain far greater than the answers. What we create reflects our ambitions, our uncertainties, and our search for meaning. Artificial intelligence may continue to evolve, but it is the students in classrooms and late-night conversations will decide how it is used and how we understand it. So perhaps the real question is not what AI becomes, but what it becomes alongside us, and whether we are shaping the future or quietly being shaped by it.